So here's you guys. I'm going to make it stop. So my microphone should be off. Okay, so this is the consumer app on the first page. And so the basic thing here, this looks a whole lot like the websites. So you've got a location, and you can squeeze it down, you can open it up. One of the let's see, I'll show you a few more things and a couple things that we're going to be talking about, and then I'm going to stop sharing this one. So on the back side of the consumer app, this is where you show as your agent. And then there's a way to share the app. And so you can say, how you want to share it, and it basically is going to share your specific app link with somebody. And there is a guide, and this is one of the things we're going to be talking about today because this needs to be changed. So there's guides this is for your consumer. This is not for you. But I'm logged in as me, the consumer. So there's guides here to tell people how the process works, buying and selling.
Is there a way to get rid of some of them and keep others, like the KW mortgage and ones that don't apply to us?
Yep, and that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Okay.
But I just wanted to show you this. The only new thing I could really see in this, it just updated. It said that the update was the 6th. Today was the first day I had the new update. So if I go click on a listing, so it's going to look basically like it does on your website. And see down there on the bottom, there's ask your agent. So you're going to be connected with this person. And then there's also a scheduled video tour. And so it asks what their availability is with some time frames. And then it asks what kind of a tour they're interested in, live video or in person. And then if it's live video, it gives them choices of Zoom, FaceTime, Google Hangouts, Google Dual, Facebook Messenger, or other. So they can identify to you what they're comfortable with. And I'm hearing myself on my phone after this. But so you've got all the pictures here, just like you have on the website. The neighborhood, Swilberg, how many homes for sale, days on market, what the locals say about it, walkability. So there's a lot of information here. Driving, so it's picked up where I live, so it's 4 minutes driving. If I said I was going to walk, it's 16 minutes from my house. Schools, they can click on statewide ranking. Upcoming open houses, of course, there aren't many of those happening anymore. And then there's a mortgage calculator on here. And then, of course, the schedule tour. Okay, activity for this home. So I'm not sure exactly what these views are identified from. And then here's some nearby homes. So there's a lot of stuff here from your, just in the palm of their hand. And so here at the bottom, My Market Center's site. So that's from my setup for my website, which is another thing we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so I'm going to jump off of this so I don't talk back to myself anymore. And let's see if I can kill myself. I can probably kill me, can I? I can remove myself. Yay! Okay. Okay, so that gives you some context. Angel, are you there? I'm not hearing sound. Okay, so let's just jump into.
Did we lose Jeremy?
Yeah, it looked like he dropped off. So he may have had to go do something. Okay. Do you guys have your websites, your marketing profiles done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Angel, how about you? Angel, talk to me.
Maybe we lost her too.
Okay. Well, so what today is about is the consumer section. So that's here on the bottom. And so that's landing pages, agent site pages go with your website, and the guide builder, so that goes with your the consumer app. And actually the guide that's there, if someone is logged in, has signed into your website, they'll be able to see the guide also. Were you on before when I signed into my website so I could see the guide?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
I can't see your share screen though. I just see you.
Oh, okay. I stopped presenting when I presented from the other one. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, Angel, I can't, yeah. Angel said she's here, she's talking, but can't hear, I can't hear her. So you can talk to me via chat if you need to. Okay. Angel, do you have your marketing profile done? I went through all of that in the settings course. Okay. So she says she hasn't. Okay, so there's some background noise from one of you two. Could you mute for now and then unmute? And Angel, no, you think you're okay? I can mute you. Okay, I've muted both of you guys. So the websites, the landing pages, and the consumer app are all managed in the consumer section. So for websites, the easiest way to do your website is first you set up your marketing profile. And once you've done that, and I'll just pop over there for 2 seconds. Once you've done that, one of the things you have to make sure, under Connect settings, one of the things that you need to make sure is set is that use this information to brand my agent site is turned on. And that way, what you've set up in here automatically flows over to your agent site, to your website. And that's for people that had been around for a while, that was the last step that you had to do to turn your website on when they switched over to the command websites. What was it, last October? Towards the end of October. So I have seen some people that haven't done that piece yet. So their websites are showing with really nothing. So the initial creation of the websites, the easiest place to do it is go to agent site pages and either hit configure your site here or here. And here's your, oh, Angel says nothing stayed. Okay, so you can do it again. This time I know it'll stay. So the first step is do your marketing profile. And you can go back to the class that that was my last one, right? On Wednesday. You can go back to that, and there's also the instructions are in the Conquer command document. And so you can walk through exactly what the settings should be. Okay? So the easiest way to do your website, the initial pages are here. Configure your site. You say that you want to use the new site pages, hit submit, and this is going to walk you through the process. So it starts out with your subdomain. Your subdomain is going to be the same unless you change it. It's going to be the same as what your Playster subdomain was. And then you click on this, and here's your marketing profile information, and you'll see that everything that was in the marketing profile flows over to this portion. And if you needed to, you can add things from here, but everything's been added now to the marketing profile. So here's your profile picture. Again, all of that flows over. So if you have your marketing profile, there's nothing you need to change on this piece right here. And then we're going to do a save and continue. And this walks through the 3 main pages. Then you can choose the red or the dark theme, only I haven't seen a difference between the two. The home page text. So this is the text that is going to go above the search bar on your website. And so you can change that right here. Homepage hero images. So these are, I don't know why they're calling them hero images. I haven't found anything that tells me why. It's Hometown Hero. But these are the slideshow pictures that scroll through. And you can put up to 5 of them. If you have only one, it's going to hold on just the one photo. And it gives you suggestions for the recommended size. Actually, this is wrong. A better size is 900 high by 1200 wide because it's going to cut things off. Hit save and continue. And there's this company profile page that doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a person. Actually, I think I've turned mine off now. Let me go look at my page. Let's see. That's my bio page. How can I help you today? Nope, this is what I turned that company profile page into. So I turned that into, I changed the picture, and this is actually from Designs. And so I just took one of, I think this is one of the Facebook cover images, downloaded it, and then uploaded it here. And you can modify any of these pieces here. So I talked about, that buying or selling a home is more than a transaction. For buyers, give them a little bit of information, put in a photo. And this is the magnolias on Oxford Street. They're blooming again now. So this is for sellers. Whether you're buying or selling, I'll do my best for you. So that's what I've done with this page. So you can modify all of this. You can modify what's here. You can modify the slug, the content. So here's where all of the content is. And so you can fill that in, and then this is where you upload the images. So then this is basically your bio page. Let's see, so navigation, this is going to show you where it's going. Search engine optimization, the page title, the slug, and then here's the content. Your title, real estate salesperson. Okay, I don't think this is actually what mine says right now, but this was what the initial one looked like. So I'm going to continue, and then here's a contact. I changed this into a contact me page. So here's my bio page, so you can see what mine looks like now. And then I also added in a widget that will take my testimonials, put in the testimonial carousel. So I'm just going to hit a save and continue. And actually, I'm going to X out of here so that it doesn't change anything on mine. But that's the initial configuration for your website. And so first thing, set up your marketing profile, and then go and do that portion to do the initial creation of your website. One of the features that's coming soon is to do featured listings. And they keep telling us that it's coming, but we haven't seen it yet. And it will allow agents to pick up to 12 listings that are going to be featured on their website. And in the Conquer Command document, I have a way of working around it with a template that John Morris, who did the class back in November, did. But I'm going to say it's kind of complicated. It's some HTML code. He gives you a template for it, but you might as well wait for the real functionality. Okay, so once you have the initial page set up, you can add pages, and you'll see that some of the pages that I've added. Okay, so here I have a testimonial page. See what my clients say. And here are testimonials, and then there's a show more. And I give you some information on that this, for testimonials, it's a two-step process. And actually, the first step is a landing page for it. And we'll talk about that. So the landing page is how so this stuff is all interconnected. The landing page that you create is your testimonials capture. And this is what mine looks like. So anytime that you want to send out a link to your clients to get a testimonial from them, if you want to do it through command, this is what that page is going to look like. And we can walk through that. There's widgets there. You can modify the content. But what you do, if you want to put your testimonials on your web page, first you create this landing page. You get your testimonials, your reviews from wherever you had them. So I typically request mine through Zillow. So I went, copied the information from Zillow, and put them in here, acted like I was my client, and then review testimonial, and I add the testimonial. So do those, and then you can add the page to your website. And again, as we get further into this, everything pretty much in Command is somewhat interconnected. But so to add a page to your website, these are pages that I have played with. These with the blue eyes under the view, or blue or green or whatever color you think they are my active pages. So I have 11 things here. So I have the How Can I Help page. And I have the About Me page. I'm going to delete a couple right now. A couple of the ones that I'm not using. Hopefully I don't mess anything up. So that you can see, here's the 4 pages that I have. And here we have the About Me. How can I help you today? What do my clients say? My testimonial, and useful information. So this useful information that I have here is actually, I embedded my Homekeeper blogs into here. And I also, in Conquer Command, I walk you through the process of doing that, and downloaded, did a download for my search app, my KW search app, and this can be modified too. So what kind of a page would you like to see? So when we create a page, first we go to this create a new site, which I wish it wouldn't say create a new site. I wish it would say just create a new page. And it's going to ask you whether you want to do it on your agent site, so this is your website, or as a standalone page. As a standalone page, it's going to be a landing page. So let's go to the On My Agent site, and we're going to create a page. And so then we have widgets here. So we can pull over, okay, so let me pull over an agent profile, and add in a contact form, and add in here a testimonials list. This page is going to make no sense, but and then you can add context blocks. You can add buttons, images. I have added text. Text is how I added the Homekeeper blogs. And then there's layout blocks, so you can do list items, and this I really haven't done. But it's something you can go and play with if you want to. A page isn't put in place unless you officially put it in place and say that it's action, or say that you want to do that. So play for class May 8th. So it's good to name your page so you can find it later. And then we're going to do the configure widgets. So the first thing is your agent profile. This information came from, so lead listing agent at Royals Realtors. So your role and company. So I'm a real estate salesperson with And so my bio, it's fine. And this is the bio that I had from my marketing profile. Contact title. So I'm okay with the contact Christine, agent phone, agent email. I'm going to save and apply. And so that information now gets put in there. So now I go to the next widget that I have. Okay, I'm not an us, so I'm going to turn this into a contact me. And you see that it tells you how many characters will fit and how many you have. So then this message placeholder, are you looking to buy or sell? What's your time frame? I'm okay with that. And then I put my office phone number in here. So I'm going to save that. And so now that's changed to what I just put in there. My testimonial list. So let's just make that, let's see what my past clients have said about me. Intro text. The best way to find out how I work with people. So make this say whatever you want it to say. Your client details, you can identify what you want to show here. And then those testimonials that I added in for my testimonial landing page, I can go through them and I can pick all, or I can say that I only want to have some of them. And I'm just going to hit save and apply. And I'm going to hit save pages and I'm going to say, yes, I want to now publish this. But publishing it, really honestly, that's kind of a lie. It's not yet published because you see here that in the view that this is gray. Now to put it actually into place, this is a multi-step process and I go through all of the steps in the Conquer command. Your site and app settings. So we're going to go there. And then we're going to go to site pages. And this is where I have those 4 pages that I have in place today. You see them right here. This is where I can delete them if I want to. So I can say, I want to delete that one. I'm not going to. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add a page and it's going to show me the ones that I have set up. And one of the things that I found is if you have over, I think it's 12 site pages created, you can't see the next one. So one, you can have 10 pages on your agent website. So if you find that you've created one and you can't see it on this list, go back, delete some of those that you don't need. So I'm going to select that one. I'm going to continue. And then it asks you for the page title for the May 8th class. And you can make your slugs. So your slug is what's going to display right here at the end. So I'm just going to make it the May 8th. And SEO description, this is a bunch of stuff. Now, SEO stands for search engine optimization. So one of the best descriptions I got was, think of this if you did a search for something, think of this kind of being as the Wikipedia description of what this is. So I'm going to save my page changes. And now, if I go back and refresh my website, I'm going to have another page here. So here's my bio again, and here's a contact me. And, oh, no, there's more. So I put way too much stuff on this because people have to scroll way through this. But see, so now it's on my website. Okay, let me turn off this testimonials capture. Now, if you say, hey, I need to make a change to this, where you're going to make the changes is you're going to go to your designs. And the easiest way to make sure you can find it. So here, since I named it Play for Class May 8th, it sticks out right here. I know what it is. If I've got a million different things here and I can't find the one that I'm looking for, I actually have 82 designs in my design templates. You can click on Agent Site and that will show you the pages that you have in your design templates that you've played with. So if you go and, like I said, if you want to change something, just go click on here. And you're back to, this is it. It's just like you started. So if you want to delete something, if you click on a widget, you're going to have, you can delete here, you can move things up. Not quite actually sure what that one is, but say I'm going to delete that one. So I deleted the Contact Me form and I'm going to save the changes. Oh, and it said something went wrong. Let's go see. Okay, so it didn't take that out. Go back to designs. So it's out of here. So let me go through the configure widgets. Okay, let's say I'm done there. Let's see if it saves it this time. Okay, my landing page, my page was created. Let me do the refresh on this, on my website. Okay. That's not there yet. Okay, one of the things that sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. So here's the new one. Here's the modified one. If you're not seeing the changes that you just made, go to your site and app settings, go to the site pages, delete this one, remove this one, click to confirm, and then go and add your new page. And I've seen it both. Sometimes I've had to do this and sometimes I've not. So now you know the secrets. You may have to go and re-add the page. And save pages. And now if I go and refresh my website, here's that page without the contacts in it. And of course, that's really an ugly page, so I'm just going to go and delete it. And I'm going to click to confirm. So it's that easy to do your pages. And you might think that it's a lot of steps, but think about it. So as you're creating a page, do you really want everybody to see it right away? Probably not. The other thing you can do here is you can modify the order. So if I say that I want to move that useful information ahead of what do my clients say, I can save the page changes. And if I go and refresh here, okay, so now you see the useful information is here. And I was sitting on that May 8th page, which I deleted. So it said, oops, it's gone, but take me to the main page. So that's your agent website. There's a lot of different things that you can do with them. So there's instructions if you want to do something like embed the Homekeeper blogs in there. It's basically what you do is you create a page, you put a text block in it, and I found that you have to put a widget in, which on mine, that's the reason that it has the download my search app in there, was because it made me add a widget. So you open the text, you create the text block, then you go to whatever system you want to embed the code from and get the embed code. So if you're using Homekeeper, go log into your Homekeeper site and you'll be able to get the embed code, and it's HTML. So okay, agent site. I think this is it. So here's the text block that I added in. This is the code that I got from Homekeeper. The other thing that I've seen some people do, if you wanted to do a questionnaire, say in Google Forms, which you can do surveys and things like that, you can create them and then you can get embed code and add it to your site. So lots of different things you can do just by doing this type of thing. And I'm going to just go back because I don't want to make any changes to it. So any questions on websites? You good on that? So the main thing is, you know, you'll be good, Angel. If you have a problem, let me know and we can set up a Zoom call, and you know, I can be there and watch as you're doing stuff. But the information is here. And then I have adding specific types of pages, such as the testimonials. So I tell you that it's a two-step process, and how to do the Homekeeper blog search. So I added in the same videos that I use to teach me how to do them. Okay, so the next thing on consumer. And consumer basically means these are intended for the consumers, not for you. So they're to keep your consumers happy. But so there's landing pages. Different things you can do with landing pages. The most common thing that I point out is to do a landing page for listings. However, I showed you the one that I did for testimonials capture. I have one here for, you can do an open house sign-in sheet. And so what it does for the landing pages, so that, think of this as being like for these, think of it as being a single property web page. So if I go to this one, this is one of my old listings. This is the landing page that I created for it. And so it pulls in the information from the MLS, gives a nice slideshow, has details and features. There's a few things I don't like about this. We've got them in as bugs, like putting the $ after annual taxes, where it is, You can add more widgets, such as a contact me page. So that's a simple landing page that you can use. You can create it whenever you have listings. If you were here for the, hang on a sec, the paid ads section, and we have the recorded video. JD showed how he uses landing pages when he does Facebook ads, because he's found that the best ways to get people to sign up for him anyway has been when they have a listing. So he uses the landing pages within that. So to create a landing page, you go to create a new site as a standalone page. Again, I wish they had different terminology on that. So then you hit create page. And so I'm just going to call this May 8th landing. And so then there's widgets. So all you really have to do is start pulling things over. So here's a branded header. Here's agent branding. So this looks more like a footer type of thing. And I'm going to decide that I don't want it. So I click on it, hit the delete button. There's a lead form. There's a legal footer, listing, market snap, your local expert, video, testimonial capture. So that's how I did the testimonial capture form. Download my app. So let's go set this up for the most used scenario is listing. And then I'm going to add a lead form to it also. Okay, I want that to go down. Okay, oops. Let me undo. I'm going to delete that one because I didn't like where it ended up. So I'm going to put my lead form down at the bottom. And just like websites, so there's a configure widgets here, and here's content blocks, here's layout blocks. So you can add text, you can add links, you can add quotes, you can add images, layout blocks here. But again, this is probably the easiest one. This widget cannot be configured. So does anybody have a listing that you can think of that we might want to go grab? Do I have to go to GRAR and find one? Don't make me do that. "44 Greenmore." Oops, where do we go? So I'll put a welcome to 44 Greenmore. So here's my headshot. Here's my information. This all came from my marketing profile. And so then I'm going to go to the next one. And no listing selected, so I'm going to browse listings. And so 44 Greenmore. I'm guessing it's Rochester. Go search. There it is. So I hit select, and it's going to bring in my images. So I can say, what picture do I want to use? Let's say I want to use that one. And we're going to save and apply. And so here's the picture I just selected. Here's the information from the MLS. Here's a slideshow using the pictures and your information. And then here I also have a lead page. So I have another one to configure. Interested, let's talk. That's just fine. Save and apply. I have an extra thing here. How do I? Don't know what I ended up putting in here. So don't do that thing that I just did. So branded header. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I can publish the page. And it asks if you want to publish it. And so what you can do, so here's my May 8th landing page. One of the cool things is you can modify the URL. So you can change this end to be 44 Green or MR Way. And so now you've got a page that stands all by itself. And you can use it for Facebook, you can send it in emails, you can do whatever you want to with it. Okay. So landing pages, there's different types of landing pages you can do. So here's my open house page. So this is actually just the lead information. So if you use this at an open house, so you want to make this say, you know, whatever it is. Some people decide that they want to put the whole listing in there so people can look at it, but I'm thinking if they're at the open house, they don't have to do that. But then they can just type in their name, their information. It's going to go into your command contacts. So that's the really cool thing, is they go directly into command. And they'll go into command as leads. So you can play around with those. Okay, so the consumer app. Actually, let me go check one thing, see if they've made the change yet. So I'm going to have to go ahead and change that. Okay, actually, I want to go back to site and app settings. One of the things that I point out for the consumer app is that you do want to change the guide, because the way that it is, it talks about Keller Mortgage, and it's going to take them, it's going to link them to Keller Mortgage, which isn't available here in New York. One of the things that's coming, so here in the site and app settings, there will be a spot, I think it's just going to be right down here, that will let you turn off Keller Mortgage, will let you turn off Keller Covered, but it's not there yet. So I expect that within the next week or so that will be there. But so for your guide builder, okay, so let's just leave where I am. You can go into the guides, and here's your buyer's guide, here's your seller's guide. The other thing that you'll be able to do is you'll be able to do additional guides. So say if you had investors, and they're always going to be cash, you wouldn't necessarily have the same information in them. So here's the guides, and mine are already modified. So the simple thing, they have a lot of information already in here, nice pictures and things like that. They're not necessarily in the order that I wanted them. The get pre-approved was below start your search. So you can very easily move things up and down. I'm going to put that back so it's in the right order. You can add steps if you want. There's an add a step right here. So if I go to add a step, it's going to ask me, what's the title of your card? So let's call this May 8th Too short. I need, okay, my card subtitle, at your home inspection. And then you can get your card image that is required. Let's see what I've got in my downloads. Is there anything I can use? Oh, here, let me just put this cap in here. This is going to look really, really good. So here, now I've got that there. If I open it up, I can add more details here. And so again, this is for your people that are going to have the app to look at, or your website to look at the guides. So put as good of information as you can or want to here. And I'm not going to do a very good job here. I'm just going to do the blah, blah. And then make sure that you save the changes. So isn't that really, really special? Okay, so now, So now if I want, I can move that up higher. And always make sure that you save the changes. So we want to go check that out. Let's see. I can go log into my website. Like I said, the guides will show here. So, oh, I think it's just a little bit behind. But anyway, in a little while, it will show up here. So if somebody's logged into your website, they'll get your guides. So they're not only for just your page. So I'm going to, there's the delete. There's a delete. I'm going to remove this step. Okay, so one of the things you're going to find is that if you go and open your Get Pre-Approved, in the workspace here, you're going to have a link. And it's going to take them to Keller Mortgage. What I did is I liked their picture. I liked most of their text. So I went and downloaded the picture. I just did a save image as, and copied the information for the card title, etc. I then deleted the step that they had there, and then I did an add step and put the information in to make it read the way that I wanted to. Now, once you're able to remove Keller Mortgage, I'm not sure exactly what it's going to look like if that is gone. I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen exactly what it's going to look like. And then, okay, so the other thing, the generic one doesn't have attorney approval, because of course not every state has that. So I added a step in here. The original one had home warranty. They're not used a whole lot in New York, so I chose to delete them. I added one for mortgage commitment. So I just went and found some pictures that looked like they made sense, and went and added them. Oh, this still has the home warranty in it. I need to take that out. I guess I didn't do a really good job of that. And I'm going to save changes. What I did is I overwrote the home warranty one with the mortgage commitment. Okay, and we're all good. So those are the two things that you really want. Well, you want to go into your guide builder and adjust your guide so it makes sense for how we do business here in New York. So for the seller's guide, I also added attorney approval in here. The rest of it was pretty good. So you can go in and make those your own. Now, one of the things I point out is that the consumer app is not for you. So you can't log into it with your KW credentials. It is for a client, for one of your contacts. So they log into it. They identify you as their agent. So the URL that you give them for your page, which is the URLs. So okay, so it says it's undefined, but it's in my search profile and it's on my website. Sometimes this doesn't quite fill in exactly what you want it to. It should, I'm hoping it downloads with your information in it, but what you want to do is tell people to go make sure that they go in and make sure that you are their agent. Then when they sign in, you will get a notification in their contact record that they've done so. And if it's a new person that hasn't used it before, you're going to get a new contact in your contact record. So I showed you the share the app. And if you go into that and you look at the way it's worded, what it says is, I want to share this app from my realtor, Leonard Pettix, because he's awesome, etc. So it's the share an app is for somebody who really loves your app to share it with somebody else. Of course, you can share it also and just modify the text that's going to go out. And that is basically it for today. Any questions? Are you good? I think everything's pretty well documented in the Conquer Command document. So if you have any issues or anything, just let me know, and I can jump on a Zoom with you, and we'll walk you through it. Okay? So have a good day, and I will see you on the leadership update at 3:30. Okay, bye. Thanks for coming.